Hi everybody, I'm Linda Carroll, and today we are going to continue working in our collage art journal. The one that we started we started last year with my word of the year, which was cracking open, and my word for this year is breakthrough. And today I'm going to collage about a very important breakthrough that has happened to me in the last couple of years, and that has been the opening of my heart and being able to receive. As women, we spend a lot of time giving. We nurture, we care for people, we spend time looking after children, we look after our families, we look after our husbands, we tend to people when they are ill. And a lot of us suffer burnout from doing that over a long period of time. I know that happened to me and more than once in my life. And I realized that, I needed to open my own heart to be able to receive, to be a receptor of love, to be a receptor of care from other people, and to also know that I am worthy of all of those things. And my collage today is talking about opening up my heart. And remember last year, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link to it down below, when we opened up the doorway into our secret garden, and our secret garden was our subconscious, and we spent some time looking at things that live there and looking at things that we may have hidden away in our secret garden that we didn't want to look at, or we didn't want to think about, or didn't want to face. And you can really find a lot of wonderful treasure in those things. And one thing that I found is that I had a wall around my heart, and my heart needed that wall. And it was provided to me by myself, by my inner self. And that wall helped protect me from being hurt. But unfortunately, it also kept me from being able to accept and receive love. And my heart has opened, and I rejoice in that. It's, being a woman, trying to balance out my life, which is one reason I like doing collage, because for me it's all about balance, balancing the color, balancing the images, balancing the right side and the left side, balancing the positive negative spaces, finding that balance in our life between being busy all the time, and being is a real struggle, especially in the society that we live in today. So that's something that has been brought up into my consciousness, and it's one of my intentions each day to try and balance out my energy, balance out my masculine and feminine energy, the masculine of the doing, being busy, and the feminine energy of receiving messages, receiving intuitions, receiving creativity, and receiving love and care. So that's what my collage today is all about. And I'm going to flip the camera around, and we'll work on that collage today. I'll be with you in a minute. Okay, I went online and and looked through my stash, and I found some images that resonated with me when I thought about my intention. And my intention was to create a collage that showed my feeling of having an open heart, and also to illustrate that my heart is open. And it might sound kind of gross, but I found this heart in let's see, in Grey's Anatomy, an old copy that I had, and I tore that out. And this is the kind of the back of the heart right here. And it has been cut so that you can see inside. And I like to imagine that the receiving side of my heart is the back of my heart. And I have love and caring and cherishing and all of those wonderful things and feelings coming into the back of my heart. And then they go through my heart, and that is the most wonderful feeling that I have. It just makes me just glow all over. And then the front of my heart is where I can share all of those things. So I receive, and then I'm able to give. Okay, so here's my heart. And I found this beautiful illustration. I forget the artist's name, but I will put it down below, of this woman's back. And it looks like she's toweling off after a shower or a bath, and is very, very relaxed. And then I found this arch over a doorway, which I loved. And that inspired me to look for a doorway that felt really good to me. It's solid, it's welcoming, it's surrounded by greenery and plants. And then somehow I'm going to put this heart inside this doorway. So the door is open, you'll be able to see the heart and this woman. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is cut out these images, and I'm not sure what other images I'm going to be including in this collage. I'm going to have to go on an intuitive search for some other images to include in the collage that feel right, that feel like they express my feelings of my heart being open. And you know, when your heart is open, you're vulnerable. You are. You open yourself up to love, but you also open yourself up to other things as well. But you can't have one without the other. And hopefully we can handle all of the things that happen to us, know how to protect ourselves. Okay, I'm going to speed this up and finish cutting out these pieces, and then we'll get to work on looking for some other images to include in this collage. in this collage, I'm expressing feelings, and it's, definitely not looking realistic at all. But I am going to tilt the heart a little bit, because the heart, lies in the body at a little bit of a slant. So I am going to take some artistic license and tilt the heart, because I want to be able to center the doorway in this collage. Okay, and I like that. I like the way that the doorway and the heart are similar in color, and also resonates with the skin of the woman. So I see this little tiny place that I did not snip. Okay. So I believe that I have, I really like the design here. I like the repetition of the doorways. It kind of gives this a depth that definitely represents the going down into the depths of my being, to my heart, and having that part of me open to receive and also to give. But mainly in this collage, I'm talking about being open to receiving, and all of that implies. So I need to add some more things to this piece, and I believe that the first thing I want to do is work in the background. Now, I tore some pages out of the book that talks about the heart, the physical heart, the physical being of the heart. Now, we know that the heart is an energetic place also in our body, according to the chakras, and also according to a lot of different energy medicine beliefs and spiritual beliefs. The heart represents where the soul is located, for me, and dropping down into my heart area is where I can do my soul searching. And so here I'm able to drop down into my heart and see what's going on there, see what's happening in my garden. Is there a wall? Is the wall still there? No, the wall is gone. And around your heart, you actually do have a covering that goes around the heart, the pericardium, and that is a protection for your heart. So mine, not literally but figuratively, I have allowed that enclosure to open, and my heart to open, and be able to accept love. And what a difference that made in my life. I am so fortunate that after years of having my heart walled off from the world, that now it's open, and I can feel again. I can feel feelings. my body can feel feelings. And so I feel that I'm much more in balance, and this doorway is balanced, and this collage is balanced. So the feeling I get from this is starting to be the way I want to feel. You know, I want to feel open and vulnerable, to be able to feel the world around me and feel how I'm feeling inside myself. Okay, so I'm going to just tear some of this paper up and figure out how I'm going to use this in the background. And you know, I don't really like to work on a totally white piece of paper, or in this case cream color paper. I like to have a basis for my collages, and at least when I'm working in my art journal. And I always find messages in this paper that seem to just kind of show up, and I find that amazing. Okay, so what I want to do is use this paper that is talking about the physical heart, and I'm gonna use this distress collage medium. It's matte, and it's from Tim Holtz. It's Tim Holtz Distress Collage Medium. I'm just gonna start gluing these down, pasting these down, not in any kind of special way. I just want to get this background covered. So, how do you feel when you think about your ability to receive? I mean, when you get a gift, are you embarrassed that somebody is gifting you something? Do you feel not worthy of that gift? Or are you very thankful for the thoughtfulness and caring that someone would give you a gift? Let me know down below. Or do you even think about it? You may not even think about it. I don't know. I know for me, my husband's a very very generous man, especially when it comes to me, and which I'm very thankful for. And you know, that hasn't always been my experience in relationships by any means. But And that's one of the things I think that he has taught me through his actions and his doing, through his masculine energy, is that I've become more feminine and more open to his gifting and his doingness and his male energy. And I think we do a pretty good job of balancing one another out. You know, it's funny, we knew each other when we were young. We actually dated when I was in high school. And he was my senior prom date. And oh my, we were so in love. There's a video of us when we were getting ready to go to the prom, and I wanted to wear this dress, and my mom actually made it for me. And it was a dress that to me looked like a goddess dress. It you know, was over one shoulder, and it was so pretty, and it wasn't tight at all. It was loose and a bit flowing, and I just felt like a goddess in this dress. And at one point we were getting ready to go around the front of the car so he could, and he did, and he still does, open the car door for me, which does not make me feel insulted or anything at all. You know, it's a very caring gesture to me. And he very lightly put his hand on my back as we were walking around the front of the car in a very protective kind of movement. And I always remembered that. And I'm so glad that I have that caught on in a movie. But we weren't ready for one another. And I think I really wasn't ready for him. I thought it was the other way around. But although we are so different, we really, really are. We are in many ways like night and day. He and I seem to balance each other out in our energies, in our likes and dislikes. And the longer we got back together after 40 years, and the longer we're together, the closer we seem to be getting, which is amazing to me. And we teach each other a lot, I think. Okay, I'm almost finished here. Okay, let's see if we are ready for this part of the collage, or there might be something else that it's asking for. I have a pile of images that I tore out of magazines the other day, and let's see if there might be something in here. Oh, there's Hilma. Hilma Klint. These colors are so fabulous and seem to pick up everything. I think that's more the front of the heart. And of course, my pomegranate. There's a Queen of Hearts. Oh, I like that. And I have to say, I love when the images that I use are ones that I use over and over again. It's like my vocabulary. It's like my soul's vocabulary, and also my collage vocabulary. So we have that. And this is just, to me, looks like the watery depths of our subconscious and unconscious. Well, that turned out unexpectedly. But this is what I'm talking about. You know, there are so many beautiful moments that we are exposed to and we can be open to if we just allow ourselves. Big moments and little moments. If we're open to receiving them and feeling them. And here I am. Okay. This just makes me sigh. It's like a breathing. It's like breathing. I don't know. It's just... It's just wonderful. And one way I can tell my heart is open is that I can cry again. And, you know, it took me a long time to get to the point where it was okay to shed tears. Not, well, tears of sadness and tears of joy, both. And it's so wonderful to be able to do that again and feel them again. And when I went down into my heart and into my subconscious and into my soul, one thing that I found was this voice that said, stop crying, because if you continue to cry, or if you keep crying, I'm going to give you something to cry about. And that is so so devastating to a child, to tell a child, you know, don't feel your feelings, don't express your feelings, because if you do, you'll be punished. And, you know, I think I've heard that voice over and over and over again in my being. And I had to go through a lot of forgiveness in order to be okay with the way things were. They're in the past. I saw them. I brought them up from the depths. I saw them. I heard them. And I sent them away with love. And now I am open again to the feeling, the expression of the feelings, and also to know that it's okay. It's okay to express your feelings. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I have everything in the collage that I had chosen, and you know, it just everything just works together, and there's such good flow throughout the collage, and the message is here. If I wanted to look in the background for some words that I could create a poem from, let's see what we can find. Okay. Let's see what we can find. Groove. What a great word. Groove. And passage. Another great word. Opened. Open. Great. And let's go over here. Guided. The two. Nearly heart. And okay, that's all that I see. So the words I found were groove, passage, great, heart, opened, and guided. So I'm going to create a freestyle poem using those words, and I will let you in on that poem next time we're together. And I would really be curious if you came up with a poem using these words. Not it doesn't naturally have to rhyme. It's more like poetic words flowing on the page. You know, kind of like I followed the passage through the great heart. Okay, I followed the passage to the, how about opened heart. I was guided. Okay, I followed the passage to the opened heart. I was guided. I was guided by the the longing to feel again. Okay, that's my poem. I'd love to hear yours. I followed the passage to the opened heart. I was guided by the longing to feel again. Okay. Well, I'm going to let this thoroughly dry, and then I'm going to go in and do a little bit of embellishing. These words back here, although I've used the ones that I want to use in my word poem. This is my visual poem to myself. So I'd love to see what you come up with. I really would. But I'm going to do some embellishment back here in the background, and I might look around for some more things to add to this collage. But I'm going to wish you all a great day or evening whenever it is that you're watching this video, and many blessings to you. Remember, leave your poems below, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It does help with the algorithm and YouTube suggesting that people watch my video. So I wish you many blessings, and may your heart be open. Bye for now.